This particular scholarship, I will say it covers everything you actually need to get for anyone who is looking to get funding. Okay, so if you look at this section right here, you see that said 10,000 euros of the tuition fee or 15,000 of the tuition fee. So this actually depend on what is available at the time that you are submitting your application, or what is being awarded to you. Okay, so this can either cover 10,000 or 15,000 of the tuition depending on the one that has been awarded to you. And if you also come back to the top section right here, you are going to see that this does not only cover the tuition fee but also give you some living expenses as well. Okay, so I want you to make sure you sit back to understand what you need to do in today's videos so as to be one of the person who will be able to actually apply. So if we come to the section where we see the application procedure, the first thing you actually need to do is to check your eligibility requirement if you meet the requirement. And when you actually review the eligibility and you are certain that you actually meet the requirement, then it is best for you to actually choose a program that interests you. You already have your bachelor, and what you can do at this point is to just choose an equivalent master program or a related master program that your bachelor can actually meet up with to apply to. If you are going to be applying to this funded scholarship today, you need to first have submitted application to this school. Okay, so here it says select a master program that you wish to pursue. Then this is typically available for master program offered by this university. Okay, and when you actually find your program, eventually what you want to go ahead to do is to start your application. So if you come to this section right here, we have this page where we see admission requirements, application deadline, required documents, application procedure, all of this, and the tuition fee. If you come to the section under here, you are going to see the breakdown of all the tuitions that international students need to pay. And if you come back to this page where I search for the tuition fee for this university, you can see as an international student, you are expected to pay 10,500 euro. And if you look at what is being offered to you right here, you can see that you are being offered 10,000 minimum, which means this cover your tuition fee already. And that is the major part of it, right? So if you are able to get 10,000 out of here, which means you only have to pay only 500 euro to balance up with whatever you want. And if you are lucky to get the 15,000, you are able to actually pay off everything and also use all of the remaining for other expenses. Okay, so if you come back to this page, after checking for the program, you start your application. Then you need to first meet up or compile all the documents. Okay, so I'm supposed to even put this preparation of documents before the application will start, because you need to be certain that you meet up with all the documents that are required before you actually start your application. You need to include a motivation letter, not at the point where you are starting your application, but at the point where you are indicating interest for the scholarship itself. So if you scroll down to the bottom right here under the application process on the official portal right here, you are going to see where it says the application process. It shows here that you need to indicate that you want to apply for the scholarship. Then you need to upload your scholarship motivation letter, and this must include a PDF file, which means you must save this in a PDF document and must not be more than 500 words, in which you explain why you would like to be considered for this scholarship award. Okay, you then submit your scholarship application before the deadline for the scholarship. Okay, so what I want to call your attention to right here is that the application deadline actually varies. Okay, so if you come right to this section where we have this deadline right here, you can see if you are going to start your class by September, you need to have submitted your application by February. But if you are going to start your class by February, then you need to have submitted application by October. So as at this time of recording this video for you, you still have like 2-3 months now to tidy up everything to submit your application to this program. Okay, so if you are following and you understand, you need to make sure that you actually check through, and for you to be eligible you need to actually have outstanding performance in your bachelor year. Okay, and also applicant must have applied for admission to a master program at the university that we are talking about. Okay, so this is the name of the university right here, the one I highlighted here for you. Okay, and this scholarship is typically available for only master program alone. Okay, so if you are looking for bachelor funding, this is not available at this school. Okay, though you might need to go ahead and check for other information on the official website regarding bachelor and the rest, but this particular one is majorly targeting the master applicants alone. Candidate must demonstrate outstanding academic performance, like I said earlier, and you must also include your motivation letter. So these are the major things that you need to put into consideration. Okay, so the benefit that you are getting from this funding is tuition fee being paid, mentorship and support, networking opportunity, recognition and prestige. Okay, so this is coming from Leiden University in Netherlands. Okay, Netherlands is one of the top destinations where people actually find funding and different opportunity that make their migration abroad very, very easy. And if you think you also find this program interesting, then I will say you should actually check this particular university out. Okay, so let's take a quick recap. If you apply to this, you are going to be getting either 10,000 or 15,000 of the tuition fee, depending on the ones that has been awarded to you. Recipient can access guidance and support services from academic advisor or experienced students. Also, if you are going to be applying, you need to make sure you meet all the requirements. Prepare your motivation letter, then you can start your application. For you to apply or for you to be able to be eligible to start the application, you will have submit your application to a master degree program in this university. Okay, so if you then come back to the official website again, if you are applying for more than one study program or specification and wish to apply for the scholarship for each, you must submit the application and motivation letter within each separate online application. Which means if you are submitting application for 2 or 3 programs, you need to submit motivation letter for the 2 or 3 program. Okay, so make sure you meet up with all the deadline. Make sure you check all the selection process. The faculty selection committee will nominate the recipient within 6 weeks of the deadline. Which means if the deadline is today, 6 weeks from now, you should get the nomination received, and all applicants will receive an email that notifies them whether they have been awarded the scholarship or not. And at the end of November for program starting in February, and at the end of April for program that is starting in September. Which means if you apply at this time, you are going to be getting your decision being made by November this year, so that you are going to start your class by February. Okay, so I hope that is easy enough for you to digest. And if you still have any other information, you can still come back to this website right here to read more information about the academic requirements. Students must have achieved academic excellence in their previous study, which must be relevant to the master program. And you must also be sure that the program you are applying to is related to the program you've completed in your bachelor. Okay, so if you are going to be looking at this, you must also pay attention to every information that has been listed here. So the deadline is written here boldly, you don't want to miss it. The target group is majorly masters, okay, and country non-EU citizen, non-EFTA student, exceptions all nationals for advanced LMM and MSc in international relations and diplomacy. Okay, so these are the faculty that you can look into: the archaeology, the humanity, medicine, governance and global affairs, law, social and behavioral science faculty. Okay, so all of these are sections where you can look into, and you can also read through all the information. If you think you find this information useful today, make sure you actually come to my YouTube channel here. If you are watching from YouTube, make sure you are subscribed. If you are watching from Facebook, make sure you go ahead to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and if you have any question, you can reach out to me on my Instagram page. And today